composed of a sequence of simple functions. A composite function is a function composed of a sequence of simple functions. That is to say, the function fg of x, where f and g are functions, it is a composite function. Here we mean that if we have f and g, if g and f are there in a function, so it means that is a composite function. For example, if they have given us a question like this, they are saying that if f of x equals x squared and g of x equals x plus 1. Now they are asking us to find part A. They are saying we find g of f of x. Remember, we are dealing with the composite functions, and we say that a composite function is a function composed of a sequence of simple functions. We say that if we have this one, fg of x, f and g, they are the simple functions we have, so they make a composite function. They have given us f of x equaling to x squared and g of x equaling to x plus 1. Now our part A, they are telling us to find g of f of x as our Roman 1. How do we start? After seeing that we have g of x, so it means we are going to substitute this f of x into g. Here we go. We start our solution. Part A, Roman 1. We have g f of x. We have g f of x. G f of x. How do we start? They have told us to find g f of x. But we have our g of x, which is here. They told us that g of x equals x plus 1. We have x plus 1. And our f of x, they said it is x squared. X squared. Remember, we have g of f of x. So we are going to get f of x and we substitute it in g of x. So our g of x equals x plus 1. But they are asking us to find the g of f of x. So our f of x is x squared. So we are going to bring this x squared and substitute it where there is x. Here we go. So our g of x, our gf of x equals to, we are going to substitute this f of x where there is x squared in gf of x. So we have x squared plus 1. X squared plus 1 as our answer. That is the g of x they were looking for. So that is our answer. Now Roman 2. Roman 2, the same question. They are asking us to find the g of x where x is equaling to 3. So it means we are going to get the value of x and substitute it in our equation. Our g of f of x we have got. Here we go. We have our g of f of x as x squared plus 1. As x squared plus 1. Remember, they have told us that x is equaling to 3. So we are going to get our 3 and substitute it where there is x. Here we go. So we have 3, but our x is squared. So we are going to also square this 2 plus 1. You're going to square this 3. So 3 squared, that is 9. 9 plus 1. And 9 plus 1, that is 10. So that is our Roman 2. They asked us to find g of f of x where x is equaling to 3. So that is our answer. Now if we have part B, telling us to find fg of x. Fg of x. How do we start? Remember they told us that f of x is equal to x squared. Is equal to x squared, and the g of x is equal to x plus 1. Now they are telling us to find fg of x. F of g of x, how do we start? We are going to do the way we did in part A Roman 1. We are going to get this f of this g of x and substitute it in f of x. So we say that our fg of x is equal to, remember this, our g of x is equal to x plus 1. Now our f of x is equal to x squared. So we are going to get this equation and substitute it where there is x in f of x. So our f of x is x squared. So we are going to get this one and put it where there is x in this equation. So we have x plus 1. But squared, because this x was also squared. So if we square this one, we say x plus 1 times x plus 1. So x plus x, that is x times x, that is x squared. Now x plus x, so we get it plus 2x plus 1 as our answer. So dear members, that is how we solve a composite function. If they give you a function like that, just know that is a composite function. And if they ask you to find something like g of f of x over f of x of g, that is how we solve that. Thank you so much.